So YouTube, ZM here, pulling up a Drew, really. Decided to fucking do it, see what the hype is all about. Seen a couple other YouTubers do the same shit. So, this is my March 1st banlist predictions. Uh, First thing I want to touch upon is Rescue Rabbit. A lot of people are really bitching and going on about Rescue Rabbit. It's colder than a motherfucker out here, so if I start breathing, excuse me, shit. Rescue Rabbit is being bitched about a lot lately. Oh, it's too splashable. This deck and that deck around it. But I feel like Rescue Rabbit should maintain itself at 2. At 3, it was just too much. I mean, it was like becoming Rescue Cat again. Rescue Cat was like OD broken because it's just any monsters from deck, really. Any beast. Whereas Rescue Rabbit forces you to play any 2 normal monsters. I feel that Rescue Rabbit should maintain itself in meta. It should stay because it brings back normal monsters. Normal monsters were not being used whatsoever. They were not even looked at, really, until Noble Knights came out. And even Noble Knights, it's like pretty iffy with that new secret rare card that came out in Blazer. But I feel that Rabbit is fine. It should stay at 2. It shouldn't really get touched. I mean, every deck that runs Rabbit ends up having pretty shitty hands, except for Fire Fist, because that deck Devi with that voice red, it's pretty broken. And Gene Warped knows how to hold his own ground and shit, 2000 attack or whatnot. But that's enough about Rabbit. I think Rabbit should stay the same, stay at 2, or get hit, because really you need the Rabbit or Tour Guy play in order to do it. If you don't have that, then there's no point in really running Rabbit, other than, deck Devi, voice raider. Yeah. I feel that windups. Windup is that deck that's been like. Just gonna take a seat right here. Windup is that deck that's been around for like what, three formats, Duels Genesis, and it's just too fucking much. People get tired of seeing the same decks over and over again, and Windup is that deck, especially when all it takes is 2 cards to open up Godlike, and it's like. No one wants to see that anymore. You see wind-up players come up to the table and play you. You just want to throw the fucking cards into the trash and be like, yo, fuck this game. Wind-up is that deck. And personally, I don't say that. I'll play it out. I don't care. You're playing wind-ups, heroes, I don't give a fuck. You play me like a man. But I will admit, seeing a wind-up player on the table is like, oh, God, really? I have to parasite deck, I have to do all this extra shit. But I feel they should hit the Magician or Shark to 1. Magician more than... No, Shark the Magician. I say Shark because Shark is just too easily spammed. He works well with every windup. I mean, so does Magician. As soon as you trigger an effect, go off. Even if Phoenix Change, it's like, alright, I still get to activate. So, Magician go off. It's pretty stupid. I feel that Magician needs to get hit as well, but they're probably just going to hit the Shark. Shark to 1. Stop that spamming from the hand. Just focus on having I also feel like they hit both Shark and Magician, that they would force windups to play Call to Haunted to be able to abuse them the way you would want to. It's like Infirmities and X-Sabers. Once you hit that card that you really need, you end up being more graveyard reliant, and Rat would become like the backbone of the deck. So definitely got to hit the Magician or the Shark. I also don't know what else to go about. Oh, Atlanteans. A lot of people say hit the Genix on 9. But the Genix on 9, even if you put it to 1, it still helps them go off. Still helps them allow to achieve what they want to. It was just 1 Undyne, really. They run 3 just for the consistency, but the 1 Undyne, it still works for them. It still allows them to go off. And the main reason people bitch about Undyne is because you could skill drain it, you could effect veiler it, you could Phoenix Chain it. You could chain to it. Unless you're negating the summoning, it's going off. Because the cost is to send a monster from grave. And that's what really pisses people off. Because you just get your Atlantean effects off right then and there. And my thing is, hit the Atlantean Dragoons. And the Marksman too. That popping a set card whenever you feel like it is fucking annoying. And being able to search Mooling Glaciers for free. Fuck that. You hit Stratos. You hit Konami always hits searchers. They always do. So they should just hit the Dragoons. Hit the fucking Dragoons. Make Dragoons go bye-bye, for real. I think they should also hit Spellbook of Secrets. Put that shit to 1. Because we're getting that new card in Tekken Galaxy. Which is like, what? Why, Konami? Why? I feel like for them to return, certain cards to return, because Spellbooks they've been there. They just never actually made an impact except for like regionals or like they never actually like top the jump or YCS, sorry, whatever. I feel like they should hit it now before it comes out because they did it to Heraldics. They hit their searcher card, their spell card, put that shit to a 2-1. I don't really care. I don't play that shit. But they hit it way before the deck actually got here to be competitive, and they hit the Gishki ritual too, which was like out of nowhere for me because I wasn't paying attention to OCG at the time. Now I am, and man, getting fire fisted, fire kinged. That shit sounds fun. But anyway, I think they should bring back Witch of the Black Forest. If they do bring back Witch, either hit Sangan or hit Tour Guide. But I feel like there's no need for that. They shouldn't really hit Sangan or Tour Guide. And if they keep Sangan or Tour Guide, they should put Pot of Adversity too. I just feel like that card deserves some play, some more play. Even though it's like slowly coming back. It's slowly crawling into every deck you see nowadays. Like every deck is running Pot Avarice now. I feel that duality should be put back to 3. But then again, we could do without triple duality. But the decks that need it, like heroes, gadgets, sometimes Maldochi. I see people running that shit in Maldochi. But I think that should run it as well. And I think they should bring back Chaos Sorcerer too. They limited Chaos Sorcerer for no reason. And I felt like that was a waste of time. Why? Why? Because Dragons are running it? Because BLS is running around, so you didn't want a third BLS running around? You might as well put the Chaos Sorcerer too. Or put the BLS in the ban again. Because honestly, the main reason, and this irks me, this really irks me. Excuse me. The main reason people bitch about Chaos Sorcerer is because no, not Chaos Sorcerer, BLS. Sorry, a little confused there. The main reason people bitch about BLS is because he's so easy to summon. But I figure if you're seeing a deck that's playing a lot of light and darks, you would wait for the BLS. Because that's what I do. When I play against dragons, hell, I play Chaos Dragon Ninjas myself. That's my main deck until I finish Firefist. But when you're playing against a Chaos deck, you need to expect the BLS. So you need to have preparations for it. Don't just go in there, balls to the wall, and try to OTK your opponent, and you just be like, okay, there is no BLS to worry about. And then BLS comes out and fucks you in the ass. I mean, that's what happens. It's about playing conservatively, playing smart, because no matter what, those Chaos decks are going to be pumping out big dick monsters, especially dragons. So, that's pretty much it. I really don't think the balance is going to change that much. I really don't think there's going to be much to work with. So, it's whatever at that point. So yeah, this is EM. Peace.